Hey, what's up everybody? This is Joshua Casper and I'm here with Ask.Audio, and this video is going to be a quick walkthrough of the mid-side multi-band compressor mastering rack. The full tutorial on how to build this rack and the downloads are available on Ask.Audio. There'll be a link in the description of the video, but I wanted to just essentially walk you through what it is, why it's awesome, and how to use it. Okay, so I made two mastering racks. One is just using the regular compressor, which is available in Ableton Live Lite, I believe, and above, and the other uses the glue compressor, which is available in Ableton Live Standard and above. Everything else is available in all versions of the program, so you should be good to go. Let's just go ahead and listen to them first, and then we'll get inside one of them to see what's happening. So I've got the same track on two channels, and on audio 1 here I have the rack using the regular compressor, and on audio 2 here I have the rack using the glue compressor. So let's go ahead and listen to what those are. So that's with the regular compressor, and here it is, the same setup, but instead of using 6 compressors, I use 6 glue compressors. And now I'm going to go ahead and switch between the two so we can hear the differences that the different compressors make. So what I hear is that the regular compressor setup has brighter and tighter compression going on, while the glue compressor has warm and a bigger bodied low end going on. And I think, those are both really great setups. I think they both sound good for different reasons, but I'm really happy with both of the sounds. So let's go ahead and get inside one of them to check out what's going on. Now, the name of these types of things is actually quite long. It's a mid-side multi-band mastering rack. And the reason why it's called that is because inside of each one of these mastering racks, the audio is split into centered audio on one chain, and on the other chain, it's the stereo field audio. And the way I did that was using an EQ8 inside of here. As you can see, I've got the mid-side mode enabled. The mid audio is allowed to pass through, and the side audio is completely cut. So if I solo this right now, we should hear just the mid audio. It should be mono. And that's what it is. And if I solo the side, it should be just the audio that lives in the left and the right field, the stereo field. And the reason why that's a good idea is because after those EQ8s, I have another EQ8 array, which allows me to split up the bands of each one of those chains. So this is the sideband frequency splitter, where I have a low band, a mid band, and a high band. And I can adjust the crossover points using these knobs inside of the embedded effects rack. Each one of those bands then has its own compressor. So right here, if I'm adjusting this compressor, I'm adjusting the compression of just the stereo audio for just the frequencies above 1.56 kilohertz. And if I go down to this low end, I'm going to adjust the compressor here. I'm going to be compressing just the stereo field audio for this low band right here, which is everything below 266 hertz. And if you go into the mid, it works the same way. I've got another frequency splitting rack inside of here with low, mids, and highs. It's very easy to add more or delete some of these bands if you wanted to. I've done a tutorial on how to split up or how to make this rack itself on Ask.Audio about a year ago. I'll leave links in the article on how to do that. It really delivers a full boat of control over your audio. Adding just a compressor on the entire audio spectrum can be good, it can work, but this really allows you to be detail oriented. You can compress the lows, the mids, and the highs differently. And not only that, but the lows in the center and the lows in the stereo field separately. Professional plugins like Isotope Ozone have something like this built in. I figured why not make it right inside of Ableton Live using just native plugins and share it with you guys. Besides those frequency bands, each having their own compressor, each one of the chains, the mid and the side chains, has a limiter, just so we don't crank out any distorted audio that's been redlined. And then on the outside of the box, it's a good idea just to drop a second limiter, because inside of these frequency splitting racks, you do get a boost in gain at the frequency crossover point. So it's just a good idea, if you're going to be using this to master tracks, to have a limiter on the outside. But again, I just wanted to walk you through it and show you kind of what's inside. But I highly suggest going to Ask.Audio to learn how to make this using the tutorial there, or go ahead and download it and have a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you learned something. We'll see you next time. Peace.